They are our fathers, brothers, mothers and sisters, neighbors, heroes. Canada's veterans, their courage, service, and sacrifice will never be forgotten. On November 11th, let's remember them. Visit canada.ca/remember them.
In Flanders fields, the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields. Canadian involvement in conflict has been part of North American history since the Europeans first arrived. Remembrance Day services tend to focus on Canadian conflict in the 20th century and beyond. Some would say that the talk and discussions around military service serve to promote a militaristic mindset. This cannot be further from the truth. The real purpose of Remembrance Day is to remember those who have been lost to the horrors of war, and to help us remember that war is terrible, and we should only engage in war as an absolute last result. Canadians have played significant roles in most major conflicts in the 20th century and beyond, and our reputations as fierce warriors has been cemented through our action in battle. In World War I, Canadians played major roles in the Battle of Ypres, Somme, Vimy, and Passchendaele. In particular, the role that Canada played in the Battle of Vimy Ridge not only proved that Canada could conquer a position that all of our allies failed at. Some historians also say that Canada as a nation was born on the battlefield. Students from the Thames Valley District School Board have participated in memorial services for both the 90th and 100th anniversaries of Vimy Ridge in France, where they paid homage to our fallen and injured soldiers. In total, 619,636 men and women served in the First World War, and 59,544 were killed, while 154,361 were wounded. In World War II, Canada was involved in the defense of British skies in the Battle of Britain. Our Navy helped keep the North Atlantic clear in the Battle of the Atlantic, and we unsuccessfully tried to defend Hong Kong against a much stronger Japanese force. Canadians fought some of the most difficult battles as we mouseholed from house to house, helping to defeat Italy. Out of all of the Allies, Canadians got the strongest foothold from our beachhead on D-Day as we landed valiantly on Juno Beach and moved inland from there. In the Korean War, Canadians found themselves in the thick of it in what is known as the Forgotten War. Those 516 Canadians who were killed there will not be forgotten. More recently, Canadians have been involved in the Gulf War, peacekeeping missions in Yugoslavia and Somalia. The most significant role that Canadians have played in wartime since World War II was in Afghanistan. Canada remained in Afghanistan for 10 years, and the abilities and skill sets of the Canadian forces set them apart from other nations in many different ways. Since the Afghanistan War, though, Canadians have been deployed in conflicts in Iraq, Libya, and Mali. The Canadian military has also been deployed domestically to assist in times of emergency, such as massive flooding and forest fires. We must never forget the importance of our Canadian military and the incredible sacrifices that they have made over the years for all of us, lest we forget.
People today associate the last post with funerals, with Remembrance Day, with generally very sad affairs. It's a very powerful tune. Most people, when they hear the first note or the first two notes of the last post, you're kind of transposed back to people who've gone before you, to remembrance days you've taken part in. You can feel the cold November breezes blowing. It all hits you when you hear the first two notes of the last post. To me personally, the last post is a tie to the past. It's a tie to our history. It's a tie to all those that have gone before. And bit by bit, the things that tie us to our past, that tie us to our history, are starting to vanish. So I treat each time that I get the chance to play the last post as a very special occasion, and I'm just so proud to have the chance to play it because it's part of where we came from.